so many components to building our own confidence on a consistent and regular basis. I'm telling you, I can talk about this subject for the next 5 years as I continue to study it also, of course. I've been researching happiness for the past 4 years and how that has an interlacing effect on leadership, and then how that has an interlacing effect on everybody else that that leader has influence over. Well, the happiness factor is a massive component of confidence. When we feel as though we're living in a state of happiness and we're taking good care of ourselves, then we have confidence that we're taking care of ourselves. When we're living in a state of disharmony, when we're not happy, we may have confidence in the fact that we're working very hard. We may have confidence in the fact that we're doing our job, but we do not have confidence in the choices that we're making because we question ourselves all the time because we're not happy. So doing the happiness research is an absolutely important component of building consistent and persistent confidence. When we feel confident, that's when we make strategically oriented decisions. That's when we boldly take action. That's when we ask questions that we're intrigued about because the answer is so incredibly unknown. When we have confidence, that's where we live. We live in that final 10%. Happiness is a massive factor towards that. So learning and understanding the components at play that help to make you happy are also an unbelievably important part of this practice. One of the small little quick fixes when it comes to learning whether or not your happiness, we did studies in over 140 countries, and we looked at unbelievably massive data set when it comes to happiness components. There are 3 sweeping reasons why people cited that they were happy or not, and they would base them on these 3 buckets of answers. We were able to disseminate everything into one of these 3 buckets. One is that they felt that they had the accurate amount of choice or control in their lives. That's where the money part comes in. So finance and money and happiness fall underneath that. We'll get into that in another video. One of them is connection, feeling deeply connected to somebody, to a cause, to a spiritual practice, to a community, to a relationship, to children, to nature, to something, feeling deeply connected. And the third one is engaging in activities that charge you, right? Working in the area of your signature strengths, doing something that you feel passionate about. When you engage in these activities, you feel alive. So it's not about putting those things off. Right? We did those often when we were kids, and for a lot of us when we became adults, those activities became things that were taken away from us if we didn't scholastically perform. Oh, we're not going to let you dance anymore because you need to improve your class marks in XYZ. Then we're put into a tutoring program where we hate sitting down and learning math after school. So we're spending more time doing the stuff that we can't stand, and we're not doing the stuff that we love, that lights us up, that makes us feel like a superhuman. And some people, even after all that tutoring and all that investment, then this is the exact thing that they continue to go on to study. And we've got people who sucked at math, hated math, should have been dancers, now they're accountants today, they work in a cubicle, they hate their lives, and they can't figure out how come. Well, it's not your fault. But when you realize that there are other options at play in order to be able to increase your happiness level, I'm not saying don't be an accountant, but I'm saying maybe you need to dance on Friday nights again. Maybe that's something that's required in order for you to feel completely differently about your life, right? So the fascinating experience for me is that when we do the research into all of these things, there are so many individual tiny little components that have a massive impact on our ability to be able to maintain a high level of happiness, and as a side effect of that, a high level of confidence. We have much more confidence. The swing in our step after that dance class on Friday night, coming back into the accounting office on Monday, nobody understands what got into you. All of that is the result of doing one tiny little thing that's part of the constellation of all the ingredients that make up you to be the best version of you. For all of us, to be able to just say, oh yeah, I'm confident, and to kind of blow it off, in a lot of cases, those are some of the people that truly aren't happy, but don't know what else to do because we're taught to fake it till you make it. Well, fake it till you make it as a strategy sucks. Life is a lot more fun when you fix it.